Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It's me, your scholarship coach, and I am so excited to be here to help you understand what? How to avoid student loan debt. You got it. You got it. Welcome to Pay for College. If this is your first time, you absolutely want to subscribe because I'm going to give all the content, all the details that help you to avoid student loan debt. So it is April, the month of April, and it is National Financial Literacy Month. And this is the time where I'm going to be doing the series to give you some spotlight on a couple of things that you absolutely need to know about. So the very first thing we're going to talk about today, financial aid award letters. That's right, financial aid award letters. Now, like I said, it is April, so many of you have already started to receive your financial aid award letters. You're trying to figure out how to read this thing. You're saying you're confused. You don't really know how to read it, and I'm here to help you do that today. So let's get started. Let's talk about it. What is a financial aid award letter? So basically, it is a letter that you get from an institution that tells you how much really that you're going to receive in aid, financial aid, hence the word financial aid award letter. So this is so important that you receive this because you need to make sure that you can afford the institution that you are planning to attend. Now, there are a couple of caveats or a couple of things you absolutely need to know about these financial aid award letters. The very first thing is, let me back up to state, one, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. You made it to this time period. You're going to be enrolling into a college or to a program. So congratulations. What that also means is you cannot receive a financial aid award letter unless you got it. You've been accepted. So you cannot expect to get a financial aid award letter if you have not been accepted from an institution first. So go ahead and apply if you haven't done so already. And you want to make sure that after you've received an acceptance letter, then you will receive a financial aid award letter within 30 to 60 days after that. Okay. Now, what is included in a financial aid award letter? Well, I'm glad that you asked, because this is what this whole video is about. The very first thing that you want to understand is what is not a financial aid award letter. Okay. What is absolutely not a financial aid award letter is a admissions acceptance letter. So this is where a college writes you and says, congratulations, you've been accepted to this school. We're happy to have you for the class of, you insert your class. And that is not a financial aid award letter. What also can be tricky is that sometimes they will put in there, hey, because that you've been accepted, we want to award you an X amount of dollar scholarship to attend this institution. That also is not a financial aid award letter. So just because a school says we're going to award you full tuition scholarship or $30,000 to go here or $15,000 or whatever that amount might be, that is not the financial aid award letter. Here are the things you need to know to determine if you have an actual financial aid award letter. The very first thing is it's going to include 4 things. These 4 things have to be included in a financial aid award letter. 1, it has to have the cost of attendance. And the cost of attendance includes those 4 things, which is tuition, which is how much does it cost to go there for 1 year? How much does it cost for you to be a full-time student or a part-time student enrolled in that school, and how much is the tuition? Then, if you're also planning to stay on campus, it should also list your room fee. So that can be your dormitory, your residential hall, however they want to call it. If you're staying on campus, how much of that will cost you? And also what they call board, which is a meal plan. Now, your meal plan can be anything from can't talk today. It could be anything like mandatory, meaning that you have to have a 19 meal plan because you're a first year student. But if you're an upperclassman or if it does not have a mandate, you can actually select your meal plan. So you can go from 12, 16, 19, whatever the programs are, but they're going to put pretty much what their stipulations are or what the predicted amount would be for the highest amount of meal plan that they offer, because nobody wants to starve in college. Hello? Okay. The third thing that you definitely want to see on there is the books. How much does it cost for books? I mean, this is college, right? So you're gonna need some books in order to learn, right? Now, this is a variable rate, meaning that they're going to tell you the predicted amount for the books from their actual bookstore. Now, we all know, or maybe you should know, that you don't always have to buy the book directly from your institution. There are other ways that you can buy books for school, like online. There's other places that I'll talk about in another video. We don't have time for that right now, right? And the very fourth thing that you need to see is something called fees. Now, these can all be different variety of fees. It can be a technology fee, it could be a student activities fee, it can be a transportation fee, and that is not your parking to park on campus. That is transportation for shuttles to and from campus, around campus, however it might be. And there's different fees for different criteria. So this is important to note, that you have to see all four of those things on a financial aid award letter, because that tells you the full cost that it is to attend the school for 1 year, right? So if you don't have all those four on your document, how much do you know how would you even know how much it costs for 1 year? You wouldn't, right? Now, somebody might argue, oh, well, I went to their website and they said this was the tuition, they said this is the room and board, but that was last year's price. Something to note is that a school can change their pricing from year to year. They can go up, they can go down, they can do whatever, because it's a vote from their board of trustees every single year on what their budget is and what they're going to charge, or what their expenses would be for the year and how they need to come up to pay for it. So that is all the four things that you absolutely need to see on your financial aid award letter in order for it to be classified as a financial aid award letter. Now, that being said, there are some other things that might be on this said letter, and those things are important because it has to do with your actual financial aid. So I just told you, okay, they're just telling you how much it costs to go there for 1 year, but what about this aid? I need help. When you see that price, you start thinking, I don't know. So then you should also see grants, scholarships from the school, but also if you were eligible to complete a FAFSA and you completed that FAFSA, you might also see some state aid. You might also see some federal grants on there, like a Pell Grant or any kind of opportunity grants, or even there'll be first year student grants or awards or scholarships. You will see all of that listed on there. And you will also see an option for federal work study if you checked off in your FAFSA that you want to be considered for federal work study and your institution offers it. So those are the things that you will also see on the free money side. Now let's talk about the borrowed money side. Yes, that will be on this letter as well. It's going to be some federal student loans if you are eligible for them. So you will see direct subsidized loan. You will see a term that says unsubsidized loan, direct unsubsidized loan. You will also see, possibly, if your parents are eligible, if your biological parent is eligible, you will see a direct plus loan, i.e. parent plus loan. And those will be all the borrowed money options that you can take out in order to make the balance zero. So now that you know everything that's on a financial aid award letter, let me tell you how to actually read it, okay? How to actually read it and how to understand it. Now, let's make sure we're clear here that this letter is not standard. It's not going to be the same letter coming from every institution. Almost every institution has a different format on how they offer their financial aid award letters. One, it could list everything in sections. It makes it very easy, like cost of attendance. It will break down everything that we just talked about. Then it will say institutional funds or free money. And then this will have a layout. And then it will say borrowed money or student loans. And it will put that out there. But most of the time, a lot of schools do not separate in categories. And so it's up to you to be able to know how to read your financial aid award letter and how to indicate what is free, what is not free, and how much do I actually need to come up with. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing that you want to do is that you want to make sure that you calculate your cost of attendance. Again, sometimes they don't add it up for you. I know, they're like, you can do it, you're coming to college, right? So you can literally actually add up the tuition, the price for room and board if you're going to be staying on campus, the cost for books, and the cost for fees. Total that all up, add it all up, and that is the one total for your cost of attendance. Then I want you to add up all the free money. That's right, we're going to do the free money first. So that's the scholarships, the grants. If there's anything on there that you're not sure if it's a scholarship or grant, this is very important that you ask them, because you don't want to count something that is not free, right? So anything that is a scholarship or a grant or an award, those are going to be added up as your free money. What you're going to do is you're going to subtract your cost of attendance from your free money. So you're going to say, okay, it costs $27,000 to go to this school, and I got $10,000 in free money. So 27 minus 10,000 is $17,000. That's right. So you have $17,000 as a remaining balance. Then after that, and only after that, should you be looking at the borrowed money section. Now the borrowed money section, again, will include your direct subsidized, direct unsubsidized, and if your parent is eligible, direct plus loan. So with those, you can add all those up and see, one, does it even equal up to the $17,000, the remaining balance that you have? If it doesn't, and sometimes it doesn't, then that means you actually need more money than they're offering you. Now, it's important to remember that your borrowed money should be your last resort. Hello? Did you hear me? The borrowed money should be your last resort. Last. Say with me. It's my last resort. Yeah, it's your last resort. So therefore, you shouldn't really calculate this into your final press. So if I was a student, I would say I have $17,000 I need to still come up with. You need to be applying for scholarships. You need to be asking family and friends. You need to be working. You need to be doing other things, seeing payment plan options, everything that's going to help you to avoid taking out a student loan. Now, even if your student loan equals the $17,000, you want to make sure, do I need all of the $17,000? Again, you're going to be still applying to all the free money opportunities and also trying to see how much you and your family can come up with besides taking out a student loan. So if you only need $5,000, you don't need the full $17,000, you should only take out the $5,000, right? So you can do that. You don't have to take the full amount. So this is so important that you look at your financial aid award letter, and you do this for every institution that you really want to go to. So if you really want to go to your top 5 schools and you got financial aid award letters, you want to start comparing. You want to start seeing, okay, well, this school gave me full tuition, but the tuition is only $8,000. And everything else, the room and board and the books and the fees, it's $10,000. So is that worth it for me? This school over here didn't give me full tuition, but the tuition is lower, and I'm not going to stay on campus either because I'll be commuting from home. That's going to be significantly cheaper, right? So you want to really talk with your family, really see what all your options are before making a decision. So this is why it's super important for you to have your financial aid award letters first before making it. Now, a couple things to note. One is your financial aid letter will come to you in different forms. Some schools actually have an electronic portal. So they're not going to send it to you in any other way, but say, hey, sign into your account. Here are the instructions to sign into your account, and you'll be able to see your financial aid award letter. So everything will be electronic on your device. Now, you can also receive it via email. So some schools will actually send you a PDF or an email that lists out all of your financial aid award letters. And then there's still some schools that do actually send it via mail as well. So you just want to make sure that you understand how you're going to receive this financial aid award letter from the schools, and so that you can keep your eyes open for that letter. The other thing that you want to make sure, about is completing that FAFSA. So if you're eligible to complete a FAFSA, you absolutely do not want to wait till the last minute. You don't want to get accepted and then fill out the FAFSA, right? So you want to fill the FAFSA even prior to actually applying to the school, and even after you apply to the school. So you can do either or, but it's best to get it in before they send you an acceptance letter. The reason being is you don't want to slow up your process of getting your financial aid award letter, because the more that you wait, guess what? That gets closer to you actually enrolling in classes. And nobody wants to feel the pressure of you owe this much money and you really want to go to this school, but you didn't really know how much you needed. So this is so important that you make sure that you're filling out your FAFSA, that you're doing all the criteria that's needed so they can create your financial aid award package and send you a letter for you to make the best decisions for you and your family. So with all of that being said, financial aid award letters are key and are a critical part to you deciding where you're going to go for your next 4 or 2 years, and also how you're going to afford to pay for the education indeed. So create a plan. The sooner that you complete your FAFSA, if you're eligible, and also the sooner that you submit and get accepted to an institution, the better you will be in getting your financial aid letter early enough so that you can make a smart decision before you enroll in either the fall, spring, or even summer. So I hope this was helpful for you. I'm going to leave a little bit of a tips for you. So please, 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 please make sure, 1, that you are understanding the cost of attendance. 2, that you are making sure that you understand how to calculate your free money and you're subtracting that from the cost of attendance. And 3 is that you're waiting till the what? Last resort, exactly, to consider the borrowed money, but at least you'll know how much you're going to be eligible for. Okay, so I hope that's helpful for you. It was a pleasure being here and sharing this video with you. Please share it with someone else who's considering or at least having some questions about the financial aid award letters, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.